with Clyde Lewis and Ground Zero on FM News 101.
Here's the rest of it.
And they said I was bonding with the universe. And that animal would give me strength to carry out the things that I would need to know when I became of age. And then after it happened, they killed the animal and they poured his blood all over me. And then I just sat there and I kept asking why, and they would never tell me why. They said that the blood covers and protects. That's all they would tell me.
Well, Rebecca, that is a perversion of scriptural truth, because it is the blood of Christ that covers and protects us and forgives us from all sin.
You can help me.
The first thing we can do is pray for you.
Does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt.
Do I have to cut myself?
You do not have to cut yourself. In the name of our Father in heaven and His Son, the Lord Jesus, we just pray right now for the peace and comfort of God to come upon Rebecca. We bind all the powers of darkness, and I place the blood of Christ on Rebecca right now. You are bound. And Rebecca is being loosed. Rebecca is being loosed by the power of Jesus Christ. Don't worry, Rebecca. God is in control. Don't you worry. Who are you? Who are you? The keeper? You are not the keeper.
The guardian.
You are not the guardian.
Who am I?
You are subject to Jesus Christ. You who call yourself keeper, is Jesus Christ Lord? To whom does she belong?
Right now, she belongs to my master.
She will not continue to belong to him.
We'll do everything we can to terminate her.
You can't terminate her.
I'm so confused.
You who call yourself the keeper, speak to me. In the name of Christ, you speak to me.
What is it?
You will let her go.
Why should I let her go? She belongs to me.
Not forever.
I was sent here to protect her, to guide her, and to lead her.
Jesus Christ came here to die for her.
She has not yet made that choice.
She will make that choice, and you know very well it's a miracle that she called. It's a miracle she called today, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it?
Someone out there was praying for her.
Well, that's your problem. How many more of you are there?
How many keepers?
How many more of your kind?
There are hundreds.
Well, the hold is being broken.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, and you know very well it is being broken. God did not have her call me by an accident. God would not have thousands of people praying right now. And you know very well that your hold is being broken now.
We will have her on our Hallows Eve.
No, you will not have her on your Hallows Eve. You will not have...
Ours.
No, she will not be yours forever. She will belong to Jesus Christ.
She, like David, will burn. He's deceived.
Who's David? The David we were talking to a moment ago?
That is Bob Larson. That is the most terrifying moment in radio I've ever heard in my life. Words cannot even express how terrifying that call is. I mean, how did you keep your composure?
It was real. And without divulging inappropriate details, I eventually met up with this woman. And what you heard, I saw in person. The switching back and forth between these different entities and spirits that were in her was absolutely remarkable. It was so rapid, you couldn't keep track of it. It's one of the most dramatic cases of possession that I've ever encountered.
Yeah, I'm completely dumbfounded by this call that happened with you. I play it every once in a while to remind people that, sometimes, these things are very real. I mean, just listening to the tone of the voice, the purring, whatever that was something that I've never heard before a person do. It's something, it sounded like...
There was a cat spirit. It was an animal spirit. Sometimes spirits, lycanthropy and the werewolf thing and all this sort of thing. There are legends about this, but there are real roots in the world of demonism in which this stuff takes place.
So it was a possession of a familiar. It was a possession of a familiar then, was it not?
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And so this was a cat spirit inside her. And there were other animal spirits and growling spirits. And I believe there was like a leopard or a jaguar spirit that would come forth.
Yeah.
And all this in one single person. But again, without going into all the details, this was a dark evil that had gone actually back into German Nazi times and some secret rituals that they had done to get power.
Sure. I mean, we had Kevin Mattis on, the man who owns the Dybbuk box, and there were many Dybbuks that were put into boxes to be unleashed onto the Nazis. It was the way the Jews fought back against the Nazis. They'd give them boxes, and in them would be Dybbuks, and it would possess them. Let's go to Michelle